Sophie Baker, the International News Editor at Pensions and Investments and Director of Programming for the World Pension Summit. And I'm very excited to welcome Gus Wiseman, Head of Investor Relations for the UK Government, for today's one-word answer interview. Hello, Gus.
Hi, Sophie. Pleasure to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too. So, ahead of the World Pension Summit 2024, which is taking place in The Hague in November, we're very excited to welcome back the British Embassy, and Gus will be doing the one-word answer interview, which, as it sounds, the description there, I'm going to ask you 13 questions and looking for just one-word answer or one concept answer. I'm not that cruel. I wouldn't accept emerging markets or fixed income. So you also have 3 get out of jail cards, which will be you can clarify an answer with more than one word. You can say no comment, but we're not going to use that. And you can also go back and change an answer, which I also don't think we're going to need to use. How does that sound?
It sounds perfect. Looking forward to it.
Excellent. I'm going to ask you first, though, if that's okay, if you could just describe a little bit about your role and the positioning within the World Pension Summit and what we can look forward to.
Sure, very happy to. So I lead the UK government's investor relations team. We work to bring in some of the world's largest investment funds into the UK to help them deploy into the UK into real estate, energy, infrastructure, venture capital. And then we work on behalf of 70 million Brits in the UK, all of our own asset managers and other UK opportunity owners to help them raise capital and take that message global. And at the World Pension Summit, I think we are going to be working with the organisers on a separate event to give people a briefing on the new administration, the new government in the UK. We had an election earlier this year, so we want to talk about some of the policies that are going to be important to us going forward for the next 4 or 5 years.
Sounds excellent. And very busy at the moment as well, I imagine, with all these.
It is a busy summer. Yeah, a very busy summer.
Absolutely. Okay, well, let's get the one-word answer interview underway. So question 1, what is the biggest theme for our sector right now, being the sort of retirement, pension, investment sector?
Interest rates.
And what has been the single biggest learning for the sector over the COVID-19 era?
Governance.
Governance, absolutely, in many guises. And what asset class are you most optimistic about for the next decade?
Build to rent.
And which asset class are you least optimistic about for the next decade?
Low grade offices.
I'm going to let one go with hyphens in it. Is there a big challenge for institutional investors right now that you're seeing?
Geopolitics.
And is there a big opportunity out there too?
Pension enrollment. Not quite one word.
That's okay. Again, hyphens are your friend. They're a reporter's friend. Is there a buzzword that you're hearing all over the place right now?
Pooling.
Pooling. Okay, so asset pooling and that sort of thing, consolidation side of things too. Cool. And we're also asking this year about grey swan events, so that kind of high impact, hopefully low risk of occurring situation, but that we need to be aware of. Do you have one?
I'd say geopolitics again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's got to be, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, cool. So that's the more sort of formal, the really difficult ones out the way. We're going to learn a bit more about you as an individual. And I'd like to ask you, if your colleagues were to describe you in one word, what would it be?
Energetic.
Energetic. And how do you describe yourself?
Thoughtful.
Thoughtful. Energetic and thoughtful, they go together perfectly, I think. So that's good. Tell me a fun fact or an unusual, surprising hobby that you have.
Fun fact, I'm a triplet.
Oh, okay. That's exciting. And I'm going to ask you to clarify, were you first, second, third born?
I was the last with 3 boys.
The youngest of 3 boys. Wow. Well done to your parents. What do you love most about your job?
Constant learning.
Constant learning. Excellent. And what are you looking forward to most about the World Pension Summit in The Hague later this year?
Representing the UK. I can't think of a one-word way of doing that.
That can be your clarification. That can be your longer than one word answer. Representing the UK.
Yeah. It's. I think it's a new and important time in the market cycle, the political cycle, to be talking about what's important to us as a country. So really excited for that.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to hearing about it, spotlighting the UK for sure, for our global investor attendees. So looking forward to it. Gus, it's been one word answer interview. Wasn't as bad as we thought, right?
that was good. Yeah, I was expecting more awkward questions, but I think we got there in the end.
Next year we'll have more awkward ones. Thank you so much, Gus Wiseman, Head of Investor Relations for the UK Government. Look forward to seeing you in The Hague.
Thanks, Sophie. Cheers.
Thank you.